All right, I just graduated from Hogwarts. Looking forward to trying out my magic today. I don't have my wand though, I lost it, so I got a ladle. I'm sure it'll work fine. We're gonna make our lone player appear in this chair, because we can only afford one, so here we go. Freelonicus! Paponicus!
As you can see, you're going to need to be careful when you're wielding the magic loneness, but these really are going to change your life. So let's show you what I'm actually talking about with these magic loans, because they are available to everyone. You know what else is available to everyone? My Twitch stream. The link is down in the description. I hope to see you there. To show you this though, we're gonna have to go to the Telestrator. And we're gonna start on the finances page, more particularly the budget page. Does this look familiar to you? Do you often find yourself with no room in the budget at all? Or maybe even less than no room in the budget? Like myself here, 70,000 in the red. Do you have trouble with your credit cards and credit card payments? Well, this can't help you. This isn't one of those commercials, but there is a way for you to dramatically expand the size of your team, even though you are this over budget, because I've done it in this save. If you end up in this position, all hope is not lost. Here's what you need to do in order to pull off the magic loans. We're going to come up with a checklist. First, you're obviously going to need to be worse than the team you are loaning from. So, boom! You can't be a huge club to pull off magic loans, nor should you need to pull off magic loans if you are a huge club. The next thing you're going to need is to find players that are listed for loan. Boom! That probably shouldn't come as a huge surprise. The next thing you're going to need is to find players that are on cheap contracts. Boom! And that's relative to the rest of the team. I'm talking about, for example, I'm in Portugal on this Twitch save. A lot of the contracts, the top flight teams are 100, 200,000 a year. I play on per annum, per week. We're talking like 2,000-3,000 a week. Well, then if you transition that to the types of guys you're going to be able to get these magic loans on, you're looking at wages that are like $25,000 a year and down. So a very significant percentage lower than the average wage that you'll see with people that are available for a loan. But there still will be plenty of these people that are on their first contract. That's what you're looking for. These people on their first contract that are getting paid 25, 15, 10, even $7,500 a year, which is, for those, it's 500 and under per week if that's the way you're playing. The next thing you're going to need, and I have no idea how I'm going to word this with brevity, but the next thing you're going to need is bottom tier wages. Boom! Not for you, but for them. And the last thing you're going to need in order to pull off these magic loans is sheer, boom, determination. Is that even on the... Did we make it, Reese? Did it fit? Do I ask Reese to do too much? I don't know. He edits the videos. He's a nice guy. Hashtag give Reese a raise. Okay. Gonna regret that later. Well, whatever I'm regretting. We've established our list of what we need for magic loans. Now let's actually go get a magic loan and show you how it's done. So the determination part is about to come in. We know what we're looking for. I'm in the third flight of Portugal. Let's go to the top flight of Portugal. The easiest way for me to get there is to type in Portugal up here and then go to the major clubs section. It's at this point that I can see all of the largest clubs, and we can start at the top one and then just go all the way down. Very, very useful thing right here. Go to all players, go to transfers, sort by loans, and then every club you will open up in all players will be sorted by loan status. So if I go back it up, back, okay. Benfica, all players. See how we're on general info, but if I go to transfers, we're already sorted by loan status. It's like, awesome. But I'm not going to want you to stay on transfer status. What you want to do is go to contracts, because it's on contracts that you're going to find people that are cheap. And on Benfica, these people aren't cheap. And you're not going to have to pay any money for these loans, but in order for them to work, you need to find people that are on small contracts already. So let's go to Jan Jevsnak. who looks like a really tremendous player, but they would prefer he play with higher quality players. This is where the determination is really going to come in, because you've got to fish a little bit. These guys are out there, but this isn't the easiest thing in the world to do, or else I wouldn't have to make a video telling you how to do it. All right, we've got our next squad. We're going to contracts. And if you go over and hover on the left, you're looking for all the people that are on loans, so you don't have to waste the time to switch to transfers and then accidentally sort it again. And I think we're just falling apart. You can hover over it until you get to the end of loans. So I don't think we're going to be able to get these magic loans from this club. Honestly, that's pretty freaking magical. You only got to pay 10% of his wages, but it's not the magic I promised you. But it is pretty magical. So if you got 10,000 to spare, which I apparently do, even though I'm 70,000 over the wage budget, if this guy's going to change your team for the better, you can. So we go down to the next team. Ooh, a lot of listed for loans here. A lot of them. Let's try the 24,000. That's just mean. That's mean. Cyberbullying is bad. That's what my mom said. We're finding a lot of really good deals for loans, but we're not finding the magic loans yet. Right now we're like halfway down the top league, and the only players that we found that I felt like we would be able to get our magic wand transfers going on, they're headed towards an end of contract. But you know, we're still going. Let's try Gil Vicente, because we have 7 of these guys on our team already with the magic loans, and one of these is going to be it. So this guy's contract's not expiring. Rodrigo Guedes. Would this guy improve your team? If he would, we're not even in near the best league you're able to do this. That's what we're looking for. Expelliarmus! Boom! Well, it's a bit harder to find this sort of thing outside of a transfer window. I still found it. This player is completely free for me to sign. Completely. And so if you're a team like I am, just went from semi-pro to professional, or you're a team struggling financially, you don't have to have any money going out the door to add a lot of players to your team. With a little determination, looking for loan listed players on low wages, you can find completely free loan deals or incredibly cheap loan deals, but we're looking for those completely free loan deals because I have no money to spend. I'm in crippling debt. But this is a completely free loan. The only thing you need to pay attention to is that sometimes, and sometimes they won't, they'll attach a rider to it in terms of agreed playing time. So he has to be a squad player, or he has to be a defensive midfielder. But they're willing, obviously, to negotiate. That was super easy. I mean, I'd like to say I have the magic touch, but that was really easy. And if you hit finalize offer, the dude just has to be a squad player. He can play whatever position you said. I don't use defensive midfielders, so I switched him to a midfielder center, and it's done and dusted, baked and sold. That was good. I've never heard that phrase. And the result is what you see in this team that I have, that's Oriental Dragon FC in Portugal. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players that are on my team completely free, and somehow we're still 70,000 over the wage budget because I'm a fool. But they're completely free, and they're helping us win. Marcos Santos is a key substitute. Enrique Santos has played multiple matches. João Guilherme is completely free. He's scored 29 goals in 37 matches for me. I am paying no money for João Guilherme. He's scored 29 goals in 37 matches. That is insane. Some people would call it magic. And we found all of these guys by going through the top division of the country that we are in. And even if you're in the top league of another country, you can still look around the biggest clubs in the world, going all players all through the top leagues, looking for loan listed players on low wages that are still on their youth contracts that you can get completely free of charge, that are going to be able to help you win. As long as there's a team whose loan listed players are going to be able to help you win, this magic loan works. It works. They take the deal because they want the person to get playing time, and as long as their contract is negligible to their bottom line, which means, you know, it's still the youth contract, whatever it is at Manchester United or Man City or Liverpool, it'd be like 40, 50,000. Be fairly negligible for them and something you'd be able to float. You can get these magic loans and improve your team. Maybe you'll find João Guilherme, maybe you'll find somebody else. They'll really help you win. And I'm just going to prove my point. I don't think a lot of the league-owned teams are going to want to loan to me, so we're going to get rid of we're going to leave the top ones. I'm going to find another magic loan. This is the highest wage guy I've ever seen. This dude's making half the wage budget of my entire team, and he's available for a magic loan. Anything is possible. Antics and singing aside, this really proves the point. Clicking through all of the loan listed players in a top league, I find someone who is available for free that would be the highest paid player in my entire division, and I can add them to my team for absolutely no cost to me, other than maybe some guaranteed playing time. What did this guy want in particular? Regular starter? Gee, I think we can swing that. But what if we didn't want you to play a position? This is a lesson in life. Never negotiate. Just accept your fate. But we'll make him a regular starter. Lock it. Playing monthly fee. Off, bro. Okay, well, at least when you cancel, it resets, right? So we cancel, we go back in, and they reset. We just troubleshot the entire process. Canceling resets the negotiation for loans when it doesn't for transfers. No idea why. Use that to your advantage. And all of a sudden, all these things that make up a magic loan, in particular, the last one, even though when you're in a transfer window, a lot more players are going to be listed for loan, and this will be easier. You find the clubs that want to give people playing time and don't really care about the money, you get free players and you get free wins and you save your club money. The board loves you. The people love you. Football Manager loves you. I love you. See you on stream.